We're traveling to all 50 states with our kids and staying in the coolest, family-friendly short-term rentals we can find along the way. In Washington, that meant a stay at Jurassic Retreat, a dinosaur-themed house tucked into the forest. From driving along the Columbia River Gorge to riding the sky ride over Spokane Falls and feeding trash to the famous garbage goat, this state had plenty of surprises in store. Now, with Washington in the rear view, it's time for our next adventure.
Washington, Idaho!
We have just crossed over into state number 6 on our big family adventure of going to all 50 states over the next 5 months. Our time in this state is going to be a little bit different than other states. Usually we're going straight to the top kid approved short-term rental in the state, but this time we are going straight to my parents' house. My mom and dad are snowbirds here in northern Idaho. They live half the year here and half the year back in the Coachella Valley. My grandparents also live here, and my aunt and my cousin are here. So we're going to spend some time with them over the next couple days and then head out to our short-term rental.
We have about an hour and a half to get to their house, but it is dinner time, and they recommended a great restaurant that we're going to try here in about 15 minutes.
We are at Conchinito Taqueria in Hayden, Idaho. This is one of my parents' favorite spots. They stop here anytime they have to travel into Spokane, and they told us what to order on the menu. They said to get the birria quesadilla with a side of guacamole, that's my dad's pick, or the birria tacos. And the kids got nachos and a quesadilla. We've had a fun couple of days here at my parents' house in northern Idaho. We got to spend some time out on Lake Pend Oreille and catch up with family.
And we even got a chance to have a date night, which was nice to be away from the kids for a minute. And kids liked the time with the grandparents. But we went out to Sandpoint, Idaho, had a nice dinner and walked around the town. Nice little break from our regular routine.
Now we have one last stop before we get back on the road.
Making a quick stop here at a place called Trestle Creek. Last fall, when we were in Idaho visiting, it was a few weeks later, but this is spawning season for a fish called kokanee, and we're gonna see hopefully a lot more kokanee this year than we did last year, but we're gonna check it out.
Kokanee are landlocked sockeye salmon, born in streams like this before heading down to Lake Pend Oreille, where they'll live for 3 to 4 years. When it's time to spawn, some use the lake's shoreline, but Trestle Creek is especially important because it draws large numbers upstream. It's during this point in their life cycle that they turn a brilliant red. The kids loved watching them dart through the water and fighting their way against the current.
That was a fun little pit stop, and now we are back on the road, but we thought it would be a good time to share our Idaho bucket list with you. So we have 5 items on our bucket list for this state, and a few of them we were able to cross off with time with my parents over the last few days. And those were having a day on the lake, and we also had family time. We got a lot of family time in over the past few days. And our third item was to have a date night. And as we mentioned before, we got that one checked off as well.
We've got 2 more left on the list that we still need to do, and that is stay in the coolest kids picked STR in Idaho and work on a farm. But we've got a plan for getting both of those done today.
On our way through northern Idaho, we made a lunch stop at the Pack River store. It's a local favorite, tucked right along the river, and known for its hearty sandwiches and laid-back mountain vibe. It's another one of my parents' go-to spots, and now we know why.
We are just 8 minutes away from our Idaho short-term rental. If this is the first episode you've watched, we gave our kids final say in the short-term rentals that we stay in each state, and they picked a very good one here in Bonners Ferry, Idaho. So guys, I don't know if you remember, because it's been a while since we booked this, but we are staying in a glamping tent on a farm here in northern Idaho.
So, what do they have?
They have a bunch of animals on this farm, and Greg, who is the host, has told us that we can participate in some of the farm chores today if we want to. Milking the cows, collecting the eggs, feeding the pigs. Do any of those things sound fun to you guys?
Yes.
Nash, what would you most like to do at the farm?
Milking the cows.
Do you want to feed the pigs?
Yes.
They also said they have chickens and we could get eggs again. You guys want to get some more eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs.
All right, well, we will be there in 7 minutes.
Getting close. There's a spot.
It's a little grill. Whoa. Mommy, a coffee machine.
This is Hymas Family Farm, a working family farm built on regenerative practices and a passion for producing real, wholesome food. What started as a dream of living closer to the land has grown into a place where the whole family pitches in, rotating animals on fresh pastures, tending gardens, and sharing their harvest with the community. We stayed in one of their glamping tents, tucked into the forest but just steps away from the action on the farm. Guests are invited to participate in farm chores, and the kids jumped at the opportunity to join Greg on his late afternoon rounds. We started in their farm store, where locals can pick up farm fresh milk and eggs on a one-off or subscription basis, and where Greg's son was tinkering with their soft serve machine so the kids could have a sweet treat after the day's chores were complete.
So there's a pump that's in that room.
Holds a vacuum.
And yeah, they're like a vacuum pump. And these hoses attached to that. And then the air comes through here, and it's on the outside of this tubing, and it like squeezes, like just like you're squeezing the teats of the cow, and it squeezes it, and it pushes the milk out.
Because it's a lot of work, I think you'll see, to pull on the teats by hand.
So these are some of the youngest little buddies we've got. This is Clover, the cow is Clover.
The mama cow is Clover?
Clover, yep. Her calf is actually that one with the white specks on the face. And then she's getting a little older. You tell her teats are kind of getting hammered. So we made her a nurse cow, meaning she's nursing this dark one and her own. We're not keeping her milk to sell. We're gonna go get the cows if you guys wanna come. Let's go, cows. Come on, ladies, let's go. Come on. I'm not used to doing all the chores because I'm milking this week. One of the kids is assigned to do the layers, one's assigned to do the meat birds, one's assigned to do the pigs. So they're excited to have you guys, so I told them, hey, we're doing the chores. Yeah. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. This is our paddock. It's about a 1/4 acre right now. It just depends on how quickly the grass is growing. You see that we've set up the next one. So when we come back, we'll move them into the next paddock. So by having a short area, a small area, it forces them to eat everything. Cut off the milk here. So milk's in here, it falls down in here. You pinch it, and then you're pushing it out, okay? And when I say pinch, you're not using your fingernails,
So
you're pinching. Yep, like this. Okay, want to give it a shot?
Yes.
Okay. Almost, can you do a little harder at the top? So you gotta do it really hard, actually. Push as hard as you can. There you go, nice, you did it. And then just kind of roll all your fingers down.
I'll show you, Mom.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Oh yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Oh, you got it first time.
Good job.
Awesome.
Once the cows were milked and brought back to pasture, it was time to tend to the chickens. Greg and his family raised two types, one for eggs and one for meat.
Grab their feathers.
That's odd.
So grab it. You gotta hold it tight. So she gets her feathers out, she starts flapping.
Bald eagles and other large birds can be a problem, so they keep guard geese to watch over the egg layers, while the smaller meat chickens are kept in protective pens. These pens are rotated regularly through the pasture. We also got to feed the enormous breeder pigs and meet the younger pigs that are raised for meat production. It led to some interesting family discussions about where our food comes from and why what the animal eats matters, since their diet directly impacts both their health and the quality of the food they provide. After the chores were finished, we were rewarded with soft serve back at the farm store. The ingredient list was simple: raw milk from the farm's own cows, organic maple syrup, vanilla, and just a touch of sea salt. It was fun to see the whole process, from milking the cows to pouring it into the holding tanks and eventually turning it into ice cream. A sweet way to wrap up our farm tour.
We just finished up an awesome little farm tour here with Greg and got some pork steaks that they harvested from pigs here on the farm, and we are about to grill them. And we brought some other things, a salad and some bread. We're gonna have a little campfire cookout.
The farm store here is on an honor system, and we got the pork steaks from Greg last night. We also picked up a dozen eggs, and I'm gonna go grab some milk, and the kids would like one last little bit of ice cream. So I'm gonna go pay for all that, and then we are gonna hit the road. The truck is packed, and it's time for us to say goodbye to Hymas Family Farms here in Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
We had such a great time. The tent was perfect, pretty cool kind of camp out experience for us and the kids. And Greg and the family here have an awesome farm. Greg spent so much time with us yesterday, really showing us his lifestyle, you know, of taking care of the regenerative farm. We got to do everything. The kids loved all the animals. It was such a cool experience.
If you'd like to come stay here, we will leave all of their information, including their link to their booking website and their Instagram handle, down in the description box. So we are going to go get in the car with the kids, but it's not time for us to leave Idaho just yet. You may have noticed my parents came with us to this day. It's my dad's birthday today, so we're going to go grab some breakfast with them.
are nearing the Idaho border, and Steven and I were just reflecting on what a nice time we've had. We've spent nearly a week in the state of Idaho between our drive across southern Idaho earlier in our trip and now this past time with my parents and at the farm, and we've just had such a nice, peaceful time. We love visiting here. I've been coming here to visit family since I was a kid, so we know we'll be back, but it was nice to do some new things that I've never done before.
Yeah, the farm stay was awesome at Hymas Farms, and the weather's great. Northern Idaho is just such a beautiful place. So much to do outdoors, and we had a great time. We're going to be grinding it across a few big states for the next week or so, but we are looking forward to checking out some new places.
Idaho, 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 Idaho.